You thought my procrastination was bad last time? It's even worse this time because I'm recording this 2 weeks after this event happened. So I'm an idiot. Anyway, so as I mentioned in the last one, all that time ago, Alyssa wasn't in on the Monday, which wasn't an issue. It didn't cause any major problems. So we just practiced the set. One thing because we had the gig that week, which I will also be talking about. So we went through, the morning was just going through the set. And speaking about it in hindsight, the set was good. However, there were certain songs we didn't need to do, or we could have changed to have them better, but that's just my opinion. So yeah, in the morning, Alyssa was there. No. So we went through Vapor Trail because one thing we did realize was that we can't play it to the backing because the guitar's in like a really weird strumming pattern. Hang on, I have one of the guitars up here. 1 second. Let me undraw my curtains and all. So the thing about it was that because it was in such a weird strumming pattern and because we didn't know it fully, we kept going out of time, and there was a bit where you'd pause, right? So the pattern would be like oh fucking hell, even I've forgotten it. This is out of tune, by the way. So it was like this. So it was like that, which was a bit annoying to play with the backing. It's not the end of the world, but yeah, so we decided we'd practice that on the Tuesday, and I'll get to that in a moment. So Alyssa wasn't going to be here in the afternoon because she was going off to a gig to see Scouting for Girls. Not the end of the world. So we practiced that. We went through Kickstart My Heart. Alyssa decided that she's not going to do the second bit in the chorus, where the bit where it goes my heart, where the second bit's higher. She's just going to remove that, which fine. God, I haven't played this in ages. But yeah, we have the set on lock. Like everything's fine, everything works. It's all good, except that I've been playing the pretender role. So what I was doing was just the single notes, basically. I was just going. I was going like that. Luca didn't like that, which is fair. He said it was sounding too staccato. So what he wanted me to do was he wanted me to go. Oh God, can I even remember how to play it? It was do. Oh, there we are. So it was like you basically had to keep this D shape, and yeah, so it's just like. Which, with my chorus effect, would have made it sound nicer. So, to be fair, me and him had an argument about it because, I don't know, I didn't want to play it like that. I didn't see the point of playing it like that, but it's whatever. Anyway, so in the afternoon for recording, we went in to get choices done because in the week prior, we got the guide track done. And we were thinking, oh, well, we can leave Alyssa's vocals by the wayside for now because we had a rough take of her singing anyway. So we went in, and all we needed to do was mine and Luca's guitar. So we'll start. This was painful, by the way. So we started off. Luca went in, and I was behind the desk. For some reason, he wanted to do it in stages. This is how we recorded The Way. The only difference being that well, I don't know how to use a mixing desk or any of this stuff yet. So like Luca was getting it right. However, I I didn't know how to record properly. So a lot of it was just me yelling at Luca, how do I do this? How do I do this? And we're in Studio 3 as well, or the prison. And I couldn't get it right. I didn't know what I was doing. So what we decided to do at the time was just have Luca be behind the mixing desk, and then I record both Luca and my part, both our parts basically. So when I recorded Luca's bit first, there's a really annoying bit. Um, yeah, there's this really annoying bit where at the end of the first chorus it stops for a second, like the final note of the chorus rings out, and then Luca does this little Luca does this bit, this leady bit. So it will go like a, so that would hold out, and then Luca would start going like this. He would start going like that. And it was really annoying to get down, but we got it. Um, the recording process went rather well. We got everything sorted. It sounded really nice at the end, and I found, and one of the videos that we did record of Choices, I found one of the solos that I liked. I don't like the solo in this. I think we could have had something what we did for Hit Me Up, but again, I don't really care. It's not the end of the world. Um, so yeah, Tuesday, yeah, that that was the recording basically. So Tuesday, Alyssa didn't come in till around 10:30. So me, Luca, and Gabe again went through. We could now practice Vapor Trail with the backing. Didn't cause an issue. There was just one bit where it would stop, and then you go like, and one, two, it would stop on the note, but it wouldn't be like the ending of the chord sequence. It was the second chord that it would end on, so it was just getting it right. I don't think we ever did, to be honest. Um, Honestly, I don't think we ever did. Um, but hey, um, so yeah, all the songs we did go through, we learned them all by now. We were just going through them for the sake of going through them. Um, and Alyssa said, "Oh yeah, do you guys want to practice at mine?" I couldn't. I had to go to my dad's, so they all practiced over there. I don't know what happened, so I can't comment on that. Like this isn't a thing. Oh, I've forgotten. It's just I genuinely was not there. They went to practice a set with B, bass player, and they all just went to her summer house to practice. Um, yeah, in the afternoon, I continued working on. No, I began working on my. Oh, what was it? The production slide thing. It was. What was it? Production slides. Uh, it wasn't production. I can't remember what it was called. The distribution slides. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I did a bunch of research on like how online streaming started, and it started off technically illegal. It was pirating music, but then some Swedish man created Spotify and did some deals with record labels and said, yeah, they'll stream, they'll get money. We just need the rights to your music. And bands were like, fuck it, sure, take the stuff, give me money. But as we now know, the ad revenue for that stuff was wank. Um, but hey, it yeah. So I spent the entire time getting that done, adding stuff to research slides and whatnot. And uh, oh yeah, I think this was when Ed was telling us about. What's this one? No. This is something that was something different. Anyway, we yeah, I spent the entire time getting as much of that done as I could. We also realized that I have to do the mixing and mastering slides myself.
I ended up doing that this week, so I'll talk about that when I get to it. Anyway, nothing happened on Wednesday because I'm not in. Thursday, Alyssa was talking about, oh yeah, these distribution slides are taking me so long. Oh my god, why is it taking so long? Da 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 da. Da. So I was just like, why is it? You did that in your summer project? And she was like, yeah, and so I put my summer project in the destination slides and added two, like literally one thing, one slide that I missed, and then I got it done. Even Sean came over and checked. He's just like, yeah, this is what you need to do. I don't get it personally. I don't know, but yeah, the destination slide's nothing important really. Um, yeah, we had employability, which I didn't pay attention to. I just stuck my headphones in, which I shouldn't have done. I just said to Sean, like, I need to get some work done. So I stuck my headphones in and continued working on the destination slides. Not the destination slides, the distribution slides, which I didn't get finished on Thursday, which is a bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Um, so yeah, Friday. Friday was house band. However, we said to Rich, look, can we split it up half and half? So like half the time we spend doing this, half the time we spend practicing for the gig because it was gig day. And Rich was like, yeah, yeah. So we practiced through stuff. Rich tried teaching us Crimea River, which was this bluesy version which I've come to like. It's it's complicated, but it's not once you learn it. It's just getting the initial patterns down because there's no tabs. We had to do all this by ear, which took a decent amount of time. Yeah, we practiced the set. I'm sort of skimming over this because I want to talk about the actual gig and the setting up process itself. So basically, we got to the guy's house and we realized we really have such a small amount of space to work with. Um, so what we did, B basically set up everything. He said, "Look, do you know what you're doing?" I said, "I know how to set up my amp," and that's literally it. So he said, "Fine, stay out my way," basically. So that's what we did. So we had to restructure the living room basically, and in order for our amps to travel with more sound, we put them on coffee tables. Um, yeah. Anyway, we had lights. I don't think we needed them as bright as they were. We could have changed the settings. It's not the end of the world. Gabe had to play with a not a pocket drum kit, electronic drum kit, which I thought was going to have issues. However, it didn't. Um, I'll talk about the set. Well, I'll actually talk about performing. Um, the gig didn't go as well as we thought. The people that stayed and watched really enjoyed it. However, the so halfway through the set, half the people disappeared to get high in a park. I'm not going to complain. I'm yeah, because we did the gig and we got paid. I got 20 quid. Like, I'll take that. That's our first ever paid gig. Like we got 20 quid each. We got paid 140 quid. Now, before you say anything, I know the math isn't mathing, but we had to pay this guy who brought the PA down. And we're just like, so we had to be like, how much does he want? He wants 40 quid. Cool. The guy gave us 150. So we just took the tenner and pretty sure we just gave it to, yeah, pretty sure we just gave Ian 50. Um, anyway, um, yeah, I don't want to skim over the gig because I, I didn't enjoy it. I think it's my first gig that I've ever done, but I just didn't enjoy. The only time I ever did this was when the Mental Eight was playing the Golden Farmer, but it was just so shit. Um, it's a shame as well because the set was good. The people that stayed really enjoyed it. They were singing our original lyrics back. They were dancing. You know, I think the biggest song we did was "Gay Bar," simply because like we managed to get everybody in the party in. and you know the crowd was going off on that. The one thing I do have to comment on is B is no longer like mixing our music like live. We're gonna get Alyssa's dad Mark to do it simply because it was too quiet and it's way too long to set up. And at one point I just said to him, mate, I'm turning my amp up, I don't care. This was a 50-watt amp. The drums were non-existent, basically. Like you could barely hear the drums. The one thing that was pushed through was the lyrics. Like the guitars you could barely hear, like guitar solo stuff you could barely hear. The bass was way too loud, but that's what you get. Anyway, that's what happened that week.